All right. All right, here we go. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. Let me just make sure I got this. Full copy. Uh all right, guys. What's going on, man? Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. Hope everybody is doing well. The Cleveland Browns have a very, very unique situation here. And let's see. Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna this is what we're gonna look at. All right, let me just close out. The Cleveland Browns. I want to talk about the Cleveland Browns for a minute. We're going to listen to this press conference again because maybe I'm tripping. But the Cleveland Browns have a very unique situation on their hands here. At first, I didn't think it was a quarterback competition. This is no shade on Shedeur whatsoever. There's no shade on Shedeur at all. But I think the only reason why I was thinking is because they're paying Deshaun a lot of money. So it's going to be his job. They're going to at least give him the shot. It's his job to lose. However, I had said before, Shedeur is in the driver's seat. Why is Shedeur Sanders in the driver's seat? Because he doesn't have any pressure on him. He just go out there and do his thing. Deshaun is going to start. And it's Deshaun that has all the pressure on him because he has to come back and the Cleveland Browns have to be winning. You know, he's getting a lot of money. They want him to act like the $200 million man that he is. And if they come out and they start the season 0-3, 0-4, he can pretty much stick a fork in it. Even though if I was him, I wouldn't even want to play after this year. I got my money. I'm going to go ahead and do something else. You know what I'm saying? He's young. He's just beginning his life, really. He's young. And he can retire with all that money if he saved it. If he saved it. If he saved it, because I don't know. I'll be looking at his Instagram. I don't like to count pockets, but the way he living, he looking like a billionaire. The way he living, and I don't want him to end up on 40, 30. What is it, 30 for 30 or 40 for 40? When the players go broke and whatnot. I hope that's not the case. But he has a lot of pressure on him right now because he has to go out there and win. Shedeur don't have no pressure. He have a little bit of pressure, but he don't have the pressure that Deshaun has because Shedeur is in his second year. Shedeur has everything to gain here. All he has to do is go out and stay super focused and he's ready to go. If they start the season out 1-3, 0-3, or 2-5, Shedeur is he's gonna come in. And after that, if he decides to stay in Cleveland, that's his job after Deshaun leave. That's how I see it. So, but even though I still say Shedeur should go somewhere else, like the Jets or something, I don't know why they didn't trade him because the Jets could use him. But anyway, that's another story. But Deshaun has all the pressure, and I know he's feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been watching his Instagram for the past couple. He's been chilling. You know, I know it's hard to come back from an Achilles. It's very hard to, it's a very difficult process to come back from. You know what I'm saying? Very difficult process to come back from. But however, um, it's a situation. You know what I'm saying? And I think at this point, they need to go ahead and give it to Mr. Sanders at this point. It's his job now. Because let me tell you why. Shedeur handled the pressure very well. What happened to Shedeur last year? I'll never forget this. I didn't say Deshaun was a part of this situation. When Shedeur was playing in the preseason last year, he had got sacked and he landed on the top of his head. I never forget that. And they were on the sidelines laughing. Deshaun wasn't laughing, but Judy was one of them. It was Judy. It was Dylan Gabriel. And Flacco was there. They were laughing at him. But Shedeur handled it like a champ. He handled the pressure like a champ. He's supposed to have been first round. He could have easily did what Deshaun is doing right now. Gave up. Deshaun gave up, guys. He gave up. Actually, I don't even think he really want to play in Cleveland, to be honest with you. He got his money. You know what I'm saying? They got to give it to Shedeur at this point. If they don't, they for sure are going 0-5 to start the season. They can't win with Deshaun. At this particular juncture, they can't win with him unless he was just having a bad moment. But no, that's not like Deshaun. Deshaun is a veteran. Deshaun been in the league a while, but it's where his focus was when he was rehabbing. He got that money. He was chilling, man. I see how him and his old lady be living. I see it. He not focused on football no more. I don't think so, in my opinion. He not focused on it, man. And he's not ready. Shedeur has been living and breathing football in the off season. Every time I see this guy, he's somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Look like they about to walk a runway or something. He not into football no more. I don't think so. And it's starting to show in his performance. Because when he went out there, he didn't look good. And he was frustrated. And the crowd started booing. And he trying to say it's personal. It's not personal. It's not. If you go out there and you start the season off 4-0, ain't nobody booing you, Deshaun. Nobody. At this point, Shedeur got the job. I'm sorry, he got it. Because, or the organization is going to have to sit Deshaun down and say, listen, Deshaun, we paying you a lot of money. I mean, at least have some integrity and play until you lose the job. At least do that, but take this job seriously. I don't think he's doing it. I mean, here's the thing. It's all showing now. Because when Shedeur, I never forget when Shedeur first got there. When he first got there. He was out there working. I never forget it. Before he started the first training camp last season. He was out there working out before anybody. These guys are on a trip somewhere. He's out there buying more Fendi bags for his wife. He's not focused on football. You know what I'm saying? He's not focused on it. And don't get me wrong. I like that he got the money, but he's not worth it. He wasn't worth it. He out there cosplaying. He was out there cosplaying, man. You know, because he spent all this time off. Don't get me wrong. There should be ring rust. He should have a little ring rust. But it's a little deeper than the ring rust. Because ring rust, what I meant. Is because of this press conference. He checked out, man. Now, I don't know if he's doing this on purpose to shift the pressure on Shedeur. I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? He been a veteran. He got to be used to the crowd booing him. He got to be. But he said that they booed him when he said they cheered. The Cleveland Browns cheered him when he got hurt. He don't want to play there. If he's still holding animosity towards that, he definitely, they not winning. If they go with him, they're not winning. And Shedeur, you have to be 100% ready. Because this is your job now. It's almost like God is intervening. It's your job. There's no way they could go with him after this press conference. Unless they sit him down and figure out what's going on. The only reason why I give the Cleveland Browns a little bit of leeway here, because they paying him $40-some million. I don't give a damn if the crowd is booing him. He playing. Shedeur, hold on a second. Shedeur, you know you got this job, right? So hold on a second. We paying him $40 million. I want you to go out there and earn the shit, man. Or somebody was telling me he might still be hurt. He might be feeling pain. And he's trying to figure out a way to get out of it. He might be feeling it. We don't know. Because I remember when he was getting ready, he was like kind of like stretching his leg and doing all this. He might be feeling it. I don't know. But they call the crowd out like that and say it's personal and he don't know if he gonna get over it. Yeah, bro. It's Shedeur's job. It should be automatic that Shedeur is QB1 now. It should be automatic because Shedeur never handled it like that. Remember how disrespectful they were? He would throw in the equipment trainers. They knew damn well he was a first-round draft pick, but he was throwing equipment trainers and all this stuff. They did that because they didn't think he deserved it. You know what I'm saying? They don't feel like he deserved his spot. You know what I'm saying? That's why they treating him like that. They actually treating Shedeur like a sideshow. They wanted to go with Deshaun. That's who they wanted to go with. There was no quarterback competition here. I don't care what nobody say. There was no quarterback competition. But guess what? The competition over. The competition over now. I mean, it was never a competition, but we already know who QB1 now. That's already been answered. Whether they go with Shedeur, we don't know. If they go with Deshaun, you already know why they're going with him because they spending that money on him. But we already know who QB1 is. And it's no knock on Deshaun, but he just can't take it. Or he just don't want to play one way or the other. Or his heart is not in it no more. I don't know. See, football is one of these sports that you can't fake because you get hit a lot. If you don't want to be there, you're going to retire like Andrew Luck. You see how Andrew Luck did? I'm out of here, yo. I got my money. I'm out of here. Deshaun might be the same way. I'm not trying to put my body through this no more. I'm used to the soft life. You see what I'm saying? He's used to the soft life. He's used to the soft life. You know what I'm saying? So let's listen to this.
Didn't get completions and execute. I think that's the biggest thing.
What did you see on the interception?
I don't know. I got hit, so I was asking guys on the sideline what happened. So I haven't even seen the play actually, so I'm not even sure.
And then that last fourth down, did it get tipped?
Yeah, it got tipped.
Obviously, we had talked to you about before the game, like how you might respond to whatever the crowd reaction was. Obviously, there were some boos out there. Just what was your kind of reaction in the moment?
I mean, I didn't have no reaction. I think the biggest thing is, I think you guys know too, and I think the whole world knows. It has nothing to do about the performance. It's a little bit personal than that. So, I think it's a disrespectful thing. So, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep whatever I feel with me and my family internally on how I feel about that. And yeah, just move on.
But don't you think, Deshaun, that winning and playing better would eliminate some of that booing?
Last time I played on this field, I tore my Achilles. And that same fan base, they cheered when I got hurt. So, does that have to do with, what does that have to do with anything about performance? When a person get hurt, especially for your own city, and they cheer.
Does any of that make you regret coming here?
No, I don't regret anything in my life. I think the Lord put me through situations for a reason, so I don't regret anything at all. But I had different thoughts on how it was going to be, but it is what it is. Sometimes the tables turn, and I'm patient enough because I'm a child of God to wait for that time to change. So I'm not tripping on it.
He said he's not. He said he's not tripping on it. Yes, he is. He's not right. He's not. He is tripping on it. And I guess I have to put myself in his shoes for a minute. If he got hurt and they cheered him when he got hurt, yeah, I would feel a certain type of way too, man. I'm not trying to win in that city either. But it's the Cleveland. See, the Cleveland Browns is being held hostage right now. I don't care because I'm not really feeling them after what they did. I mean, they did draft Shedeur, but anyway, it's just whatever. It's not just the Cleveland Browns, but he's kind of got them hostage right now because I knew they were going with him at QB1. I knew they were, and they might still go with him. Because if I was the owner, I'm like, hold on, son. We don't paid you $200 and some million. You getting ready to go out here and play, yo. I don't give a damn if you go out there and get hurt. You better go out there and get hurt then. You're going or something. You know what I'm saying? You're going to play. But the problem is you can't win with him because he also said, well, it's something he said about going on the road. That might be his home crowd. What? Nah, you can't win like that, bro. Can't win like that.
About the quarterback competition, do you feel like just your whole body of work, how do you feel like you have presented yourself in terms of trying to win this thing?
I don't know. I mean, I think that's just gonna, that's gonna be Coach Monken's decision. So, I just continue to just try to win a day each and every day. And like I mentioned before, the organization, Jimmy D, AB, and Monk, Coach Monken is gonna make that decision for the organization.
Do you feel like you've won the job?
I don't know. I don't even get my hopes up, honestly. I mean, yeah, I think I've done a good job to be able to lead this team and be a starter in this league. But again, I don't know how other people's feelings internally. I haven't talked to Coach Monk about that or anybody else. So again, I'm just kind of open with you guys on how this thing's going to play out. I just take it one day at a time, and whenever that time comes, it comes.
Todd said he doesn't know when he's going to make it, but he wants to get somebody in place so they can start getting all the reps with the ones. And I know we talked about it before, but how valuable would that be to be the guy and then moving forward get all those ones that just put down?
Yeah, I think it's very valuable for whoever the position goes to. I mean, you gotta build that trust.
Whoever the position goes to, guys, something wrong here. What you mean, whoever the position goes to? You're the veteran. The rookies are supposed to be learning under you, sir. They're supposed to be learning from you. You're the $200 million man. They supposed to be learning from you. You're supposed to be setting the example. But I get what's going on. Shedeur and them is not tripping. I don't want to give it away. Actually, I'm going to give it away. Shedeur and them is not tripping. None of the players in the league is tripping. This is a new day and age, guys. You remember back in the day, yeah, it's all about winning the Super Bowl, and I just want to win a Super Bowl. These kids don't give a fuck about winning no Super Bowl, guys. They don't. They trying to stay healthy to get a Deshaun Watson contract, and then they'll be out too. They don't care about winning no Super Bowl, man. If they happen to get to the Super Bowl, then that's cool. But it's different now. It's different. You know what I'm saying? They could care less about winning. I don't care about no Super Bowl either. So I know they don't care. They want to get that max contract and then go from there. Once they get the max contract, get all that guarantee. It's all about the guaranteed money. Once they get that, then that's it. If they happen to play a little longer, then they play a little longer. But he could care less about starting. I could tell. He could care less. But the problem is they're going to drag him out there anyway. They are. Like, son, listen to me. You making too much money. We're not keeping you on the bench. Okay, they're lucky they got Shedeur, though. They're lucky because the crowd is going to be on his ass, especially if they go 0-4. The crowd is going to be unforgiving. Then Shedeur is going in. But guess what? That means Shedeur got to go 5-0 just to save the season. So the season is going to be dog wash at this point. But you see how Shedeur handled himself? They see that's the NFL getting their medicine back. Like, look, you guys should have did right with him from the jump. You know what I'm saying? I know it seemed like he didn't earn nothing because his dad, the only coach that's been in his life, the only coach that's been in Shedeur's life is his father. That's not his fault. That's actually a blessing, actually, because, his dad got connections and his dad played in the NFL. But see, also, Shedeur was getting ready to part ways with his dad. Shedeur was being recruited by Alabama. He was being recruited by everybody. In fact, Shedeur was set to go to another college, and then Coach got the job at Jackson State. You know what I'm saying? He got the job at Jackson State, but Shedeur was he was ready to fly the nest right there. But he went to Jackson State. Okay? He chose to go to Jackson State. Then after that, he went to Colorado. So his path is really not his fault. You know what I'm saying? But was there ever a competition for him at the quarterback position? No, it wasn't. He never had that. But that's not his fault. But my question is he a good quarterback though? Yes. So this is a very unique situation because he's actually tough as nails. A lot of them thinking maybe he's not that tough. He is tough. You know what I'm saying? Look how he handled himself last year. Look how he handled himself last year, right? He handled himself like a pro. Because see, Shedeur is not tripping. Shedeur, he liked Deshaun. They got a very good quarterback room. They support each other. You know what I'm saying? Shedeur is not tripping off of this. Yes, Shedeur would love to be QB1. Of course he would. He's a gamer. But he still liked Deshaun as well. Because at the end of the day, a brother's a brother. Deshaun getting that money. We can't knock Deshaun for getting that money now. But I'm coming from the perspective of the owner. He's like, I'm going to play Deshaun because I'm playing him $40 million. Shit, you know how I look at it? Shit, maybe he just got his reparations, yo. That's how I see it. I'm not knocking him for getting the money. I'm not. Some people get their reparations and some don't, yo. You know, did he earn it? No, he did not. No, he didn't. I'm just telling you, he didn't. But that is guaranteed, and he's going to get his money. Okay? And that's it. Now, what they going to do next season? Because Shedeur, at this point, Shedeur in the driver's seat. I'm going to tell you why. Shedeur has done enough now for teams to know that he can play. All the teams know he can play now. Everybody knows this. So he don't have to, he can just stay in shape, let Deshaun play and then come on to the Jets. Because look, once he finished his rookie contract, he can go anywhere. So he got one more season with the Browns. He got one more after this one. Then after that, he can go anywhere. He don't have to sign back with the Browns. He can go anywhere and get his max contract anywhere because everybody know he could play. And by the time he ready to leave out of there, he'd be ready to go. He got his experience. He's matured a little more. He's ready to go. So he's in the driver's seat. He just got to wait though. But he might start sooner than he think because Deshaun pretty much checked out, yo. Let's listen to this some more. He checked out.
You gotta know how guys operate, and not just for the quarterback, but I think for the whole team, for the whole offense, for the offensive line, being able to hear one cadence, one voice, walking in a huddle, being able to know like how this person operate, how this person, when things break down, how this quarterback is going to operate. So, I think it's going to be helpful for not just the quarterbacks, but I think just for the whole offense and the whole team.
Good.
I was going to ask real quick, Deshaun, do you feel like, if you are named the starter, do you feel like some of those feelings that you talked about before, will dissipate and that you can develop a really nice relationship with Browns fans and that you can put that stuff in the rearview mirror, or will you always carry some of that with you? What's your feeling on that?
I don't know. The only time I feel that energy is when I'm in the stadium or it's on social media. Like I mentioned before, when I'm in public, no one's mentioned anything. So I think that's the only time those people that's holding it in is trying to, disrupt the energy. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a social media, players can't respond back. And then in the stadium, players can't respond back. So I get it. I understand it, So it is what it is.
We're going to take two more. Quarterback job is tough enough. Can you defeat that negativity?
I don't know. It's a mental battle every day. I feel like I get more love on road games than I do home games. So if it is my spot and he does make me the name, maybe it's 17 away games then. I don't know.
There it is, guys. They got to move on. He just said it. He said he don't know if he can get over it. But he can say Well, he pretty much said, hey, I just go on the road. I get more love on the road. So he pretty much checked out of Cleveland. He checked out. Now, are they going to still go with him? Of course. Yeah, if they are they still going to go with him? They might have to move on from him at this point and have him as a backup and let Shedeur finally get the start. Finally get the start. And for the person, what's your name? What the hell is your name? Hold up, let me see let me address this fool real quick. What's your name? Just Sean, whatever the hell, Richardson. I don't know who you calling a retard. You would get smacked if I saw you. I don't know who you calling a retard, but you definitely wouldn't. You just like Deshaun said, social media, we can't get you back. So I don't know who you calling a retard, young man. You need a belt to your ass. That's what you need. Some of that. See, that's the problem with some of you. Too damn soft, and you're too damn disrespectful online. And some of you need something. You. Never mind. Let me stop. I've already blocked them, but I'm just addressing them now. Okay. I'm sorry that your mother didn't put no leather to you, because that's what you needed. That's what you needed. Okay, that's what you need. Come in here talking about retards. You don't know nobody in here to be calling nobody retards. Are you crazy? Okay, it ain't my fault. You sitting up there as an incel. It's not my fault. You know what I'm saying? You need to get some conversation about you. Then maybe you'll start dating. Don't come up here and call nobody no retard. I'm sorry, you guys. You know how I do. I have to get them sometime now. I have to. But anyway, Shedeur in the driver's seat. This guy, he's worried about going on the road. He said, yeah, I get more love on the road. He don't like them fans. He done. But good for Deshaun, though. The positive is he still get that money. Regardless. He still get the money, and that's a plus. Okay? I want him to get all the money, just like Shedeur get all the money. But Shedeur is not tripping. He like Deshaun. Shedeur not tripping. He's an ultimate team guy. If he gets in there, if they name him the starter, guess what? He going to go out there and do his thing. If not, he'll sit there and wait. But do he want to start? Of course Shedeur want to start. Of course he does. But, he got to do what he got to do. Max, I think he only has 2 years left. You talking about Deshaun? No, I think this is last year. You talking about Deshaun or Shedeur? Shedeur has a rookie contract. He's still in his rookie deal. He got 1 more year left in that before he's a free agent. Because I definitely wouldn't sign back with Cleveland. But you know what? Cleveland, he might like it there. I don't know. I don't know Shedeur like that. So he might like it in Cleveland. They did give him an opportunity. I will give him that, even though he got drafted late. The Browns did give an opportunity. And something is up anyway with the Browns, because the Browns was at Shedeur's pro day. I think they already knew they were going to get him. But they were going to get him late. Oh, Deshaun, he got 2 years left. They parting ways with him. Well, I don't know. Yeah, they might. Or just have him as a backup. You can have him as at this juncture. I would just have him as a backup. You see what I'm saying? And let Shedeur go out there. Yeah, his last year is this year for sure. But I would definitely have him as a backup and let Shedeur get. Shedeur earned it now. Let him go in there and learn on the fly. And that's pretty much it. But the thing is, they just got this thing with Shedeur. I don't know if they just feel like he's not ready. I'm not sure. Because for me, it's a no-brainer. Let him go in there. Now, Shedeur, they were blocking for him in that game. They were blocking for him. And he was getting that ball out quick, too. He was. He had a little bit more grasp of the offense. He was comfortable out there. Shedeur is a true He's a true drop back passer. He's a traditional quarterback. But he also can run, though. I don't know why people think he can't run. He can. If you give him daylight, he's going to burn you. He definitely is. He's not as fast as Deshaun. You know what I'm saying? However, he's going to get the same damn yardage if you give him the opportunity. He's going to burn you. He's very deceptive. He's actually gotten faster. Shedeur, he's got the grown man look now. I know they call him grown, but he got that baby fat off of him. The baby fat is gone. He got the grown man look now. And it took a lot of work for him to get there. Because he doesn't look like the same quarterback that he did when he was in college. He's bigger, he's leaner, and he's faster. And he can burn you if you give him an opportunity. He will burn you. I don't know why they don't have that in his skinny report. I don't know why. I'll be looking at his report. They have that as like a weakness. It's not a weakness. I don't know who is evaluating these players. Let me get a job evaluating them. He will burn you if you give him the opportunity. He got daylight. He's going for that end zone. He's going, and also he'll lower his shoulders too to go into that end zone. He will. He's got the physicality to him. I don't know why they don't know that. He's not a Tom. It's like Tom Brady was a drop back passer and he was a statue. A statue means he can't run. This kid can run. But I'm going to tell you something, guys. It all comes down to you got to have an organization that's willing to build around you and believe in you. You know what I'm saying? Look, they already talking about Peyton Manning's son. He's a freshman in high school. College is already looking at him already. I think he's mid. Now, don't get me wrong. He's just getting started. You know what I'm saying? So he's not going to be a polished specimen right now. So by the time his senior year comes, he do look the part, but by the time his senior year of high school comes, he should be okay. But right now, I don't know. Is he going to get any taller? I don't know. I don't know how tall he is. He looks short out there, but they already in love with him. So you got to have, organizations got to be behind you for you to be successful. Okay? The Browns are in a unique position right now because Deshaun is sitting up there worried about the crowd. I've never seen that before. A quarterback worried about getting booed? Never seen that. Usually the quarterback is the toughest on the team because they got to be. You said he looks like Jackson State Shedeur, just more muscle. He's better than Jackson State Shedeur. He's grown man Shedeur now. But yeah, man, let's see more of this press conference. This surprised me though. It really did for Deshaun. It really surprised me.
I don't know.
What about the fact that you guys do have your first 2 on the road, your first 6 of 9 on the road? If you win the job, might that work in your favor?
Again, I'm not sure. I don't know. I thought being away for 2 years and working myself back from 2 Achilles injuries and putting the time in and, being around the facility, being around the city, doing charity work in the city, supporting the Cleveland Browns, hanging out with fans whenever I do see them, being honest, being, the type of person I know I am and the character would help. And I guess it haven't. So that's why I say it's personal. So, it is what it is. People have their own opinions. And I can't do, there's only so much you can because this is a social.
Always carry some of that with you. What's your feeling on that?
I don't know. The only time I feel that energy is when I'm in the stadium or it's on social media. Like I mentioned before, when I'm in public, no one's mentioned anything. So I think that's the only time those people that's holding it in is trying to, disrupt the energy. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a social media, players can't respond back. And in the stadium, players can't respond back. So I get it. I understand it. So it is what it is.
We're going to take 2 more. Quarterback job is tough enough. Can you defeat that negativity?
I don't know. It's a mental battle every day. You know, I feel like I get more love on road games than I do home games. So if it is my spot and he does make me the name, maybe it's 17 away games. Then I don't know.
What about the fact that you guys do have your first 2 are on the road, your first 6 of 9 are on the road? If you win the job, might that work in your favor?
Again, I'm not sure. I don't know. You know,
You see, he's not even sure if going on the road is going to work out. He's not sure, bro. I know what he doing, yo. Deshaun, this kid, yo, he helping Shedeur out. He said, "Sure, I'm gonna get you this job, Shedeur. I'm gonna get my money, and I'm gonna sit back and let you do your thing because I got my money. Y'all gonna play Shedeur one way or the other. He helping him. He helping him, man. He's helping him. He's like, Shedeur gonna play one way or the other. Damn it, one way or the other, Shedeur is playing."
Without being away for 2 years and working myself back from 2 Achilles injuries and putting the time in and, you know, being around the facility, being around the city, doing charity work in the city, you know, supporting the Cleveland Browns, you know, hanging out with fans whenever I do see them, you know, being honest, being, you know, the type of person I know I am and the character would help. And I guess it haven't. So that's why I say it's personal. So, you know, it is what it is. People have their own opinions, and I can't, you know, there's only so much you can do to change that. So at the end of the day, you know, I just have to continue to just work on it and strive to be better mentally moving forward.
You talked a lot about your mental health is something that you're really proud of despite all the backlash. What, in dark moments like maybe today or in the past, what have you kind of leaned on to help you not fall into like a dark hole or something?
Yeah, I mean, it's not so much of like today wasn't really a dark hole. It was just kind of, it wasn't something that I didn't expect. You know, I was just kind of neutral with it. But you know, I just lean on my mom, and ultimately, I lean on my wife. That's my biggest person of peace that I have. So, you know, you might catch me during the games, during certain situations, looking up to her in the suite and just making sure, like, as long as she's there, I'll be good. I'm gonna get through it. So, you know, she's been there the whole time, you know, through my situations, the last 5 years. So, she's the best person in the world that I can, you know, lean on and, you know, that have that support. But yeah, I say my wife and my mom for sure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, Shedeur got it. He helped him. I'm not gonna give it away, Deshaun. You see, Deshaun getting ready to retire. Deshaun not coming back. I don't know. I think you trolling. I'll show it. I think you trolling, but what that has to do with watching Shedeur, I don't get it. Y'all playing with me today. Stop playing with me. Okay, I approve the comment, but like I don't know what that has to do with watching Shedeur since he transferred to Colorado. You said the kid is special and has Hall of Famer written all over him. All right, but you didn't have to put. I don't know what the first statement was about. But I guess I don't know if you're trolling or not. You said intentional or not, he's checking out so Shedeur can check in. Right, because he about to retire. Deshaun not playing no more. After he leave the Cleveland Browns, he's not playing no more. He retiring. Now, I'm suspecting he saved his money. I'm suspecting because Deshaun is a smart guy. So I know he ain't broke. He's smart. So with all that money he got, why the hell you gonna keep playing football? Why don't you go get a business? You don't have to do and travel the world. The fuck? What you want to keep throwing a football for? And you made all that money. I wish I would talking about go win hell with a Super Bowl. I'm not trying to win no Super Bowl and people still getting found on trees out here. Hell no. You better give me my money. I ain't winning no Super Bowl for these billionaires. No, I'm not. I'll get that money and then move on so Shedeur could play. That's what he's doing. He ready to retire. He ready to retire. Even if he retired now, they still got to pay him. Even if he retired now. But he is going to finish out the season. But it's Shedeur now. We know Shedeur is playing for sure. Guys, they don't dislike each other. I peeped that. I peeped it. I don't know what's in his mind. He probably like, yo, Shedeur, don't worry about it. You gonna play. I made my damn money. He gonna retire after this. He's definitely retired. I don't see him playing going to another team. He got so much money. I mean, they paid him swell, yo. And he collected every last penny. He is set for the rest of his life. It's no way I would be throwing another football. For what? I don't know why he did it, Amber. I don't know. People just love to mess with me. That's all. But shout out to Deshaun, man. I don't dislike Deshaun. I like Deshaun. You know what I'm saying? And I will hope that Shedeur learn. Shedeur could learn from him. He's been in the league a while. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no quarterback competition. As far as I was concerned, it was never a quarterback competition. They gave it to Deshaun. But Deshaun is giving it away. And I think he's doing it on purpose. Which is good. Which is good because he got his money. Now it's Shedeur's turn. You know what I'm saying? I just wish more of us would stick together like that. This world would be a better place if we were to stick together like that. I think I know what he's doing. He like, Shedeur, you got this. You got this one. See, look, let me tell you why, guys, he's helping Shedeur. Shedeur need to get that position now so he can put his numbers in because he could be auditioning for another team. So if he go out there and do a little something this season, he could sign for a max contract somewhere and get more money. I'm thinking Deshaun is helping him in his own way. I think he is. Deshaun got his money. Now it's Shedeur's turn. You think Shedeur is going to sign a Deshaun Watson contract and he hasn't played in 2 years? No. He's not going to sign a Deshaun Watson contract. He got to play now so that he can get that momentum going to pick up from the end of last season. I know they don't have no animosity towards each other. They don't. I could tell. They don't. It's just that the media is trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? They brothers at the end of the day. Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I got mine. It was Shedeur. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. Like, we talk to each other a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like that. For those of us that do stick together. But we don't stick together enough. We don't. That's why we're being punished in this lifetime. Well, when you finding people still on these trees and stuff out here in the South, we're being punished for not sticking together. You mean to tell me we didn't slide yet? We didn't slide yet? We're being punished. Somebody should have been slid already. You know what I'm saying? Let that happen to one of my loved ones. I'm sliding, yo. That's it. Because I live my life. If I got to have 3 hots in a cot for the rest of my life, to hell with it. That couldn't have been my son. I would have slid already. All of them would have been on a t-shirt. I'm just telling you this. We got to stick together out here in this lifetime. We got to one day, we got to come together. We have to. We got to come together. But I'm glad Deshaun is doing that. I honestly think Deshaun is helping him. Because this don't make no sense. Deshaun is a veteran. He don't care about no. Let me tell you something. If I'm making $40+ million for my last season or whatever the case is, I don't give a damn about no crowd booing. I'm laughing all the way to the bank. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not booing him. Yeah. Yeah, how bad they treat Shedeur and don't feel comfortable being used as a pawn in the block. Right. And he got his money. Lady, he about to retire. Listen, lady, he collected every last penny from him. Every last penny. Shedeur, I got you. I got you, Shedeur. They gonna play him. I know I could see it in his eyes, Amber. He thought about sliding. But they're gonna have, but guess what? If he just be a little bit patient, there's gonna be multiple arrests. I'm about to go live on that after this. There's gonna be multiple arrests. There's I just found something out, but I can't say it. It's in plain sight. I just found it. A friend of mine hit me up. He was like, yo, did you see this? I was like, oh, shoot. I can't say it because I'll get my joint deleted. I can't say it because a girl said and she got deleted. Her page got deleted. It's in plain sight what happened. Plain sight. But, oh yeah, you off tomorrow. Okay, cool. Deshaun, man, salute to Deshaun. I see what you're doing. I think everybody know what you're doing now, sir. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you. Because the way they treated Shedeur, man, was just, it was crazy. Because see, what Shedeur's going to do is he going to go have a really good season and he going to up his stock to go to another team. I'm telling you right now, Shedeur is staying in New York because Jackson Dart isn't it. He's not. Jackson, he almost got hurt again. Every time he gets sacked, he get hurt. And I believe he caught another concussion, but I don't know. It seemed like he did. They took him in the tent. But yeah, I guarantee you when he leave Cleveland, he go to New York. Guarantee it. But he is going to, you know what I'm saying, Shedeur gonna get it. But you know, I got a feeling they're gonna put Deshaun out there anyway. And shit, Deshaun made too much money, man, to sit up there and try to get his legs hurt again. You feel me? Shit, he ready to go. He ready to go just chill now at this point. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I never forget. I'll close with this. I never forget what Bill Russell said, man. Bill Russell said he won all those championships in Boston, but he didn't do it for the city of Boston. He didn't do it for the city of Boston. He did it for himself and his legacy. He didn't do it for the fans. He didn't do it for the city of Boston. He didn't do it for Massachusetts. He didn't do it for the New England area. He did it for him. And that's he was real, yo. Bill Russell was real. Deshaun got his money. He don't care about winning no championship in Cleveland. F Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? For how they treat you, you know what I'm saying? So I got my money. Let the youngin do his thing now. That's a stand-up dude, yo. I think I know what Deshaun is doing, yo. I think I do. I think I know what he's doing. Yep. I can see Deshaun retiring after this. I don't see him playing anymore. I don't. He made all the money. And there's no need. No, it's no need. Just go chill. You know what I'm saying? And do what they do. Shedeur looked pretty good in his preseason. I mean, he did have an interception, but in the last interception, the last week he threw, he slipped it. And I know people saying, what does he mean by slipping it? If you ever see what he do with the ball, you'll see. He does it sometime. I'm like, is that just what they do? It's pretty impressive dropping back and you flipping the ball like this. That's pretty good, but he does that. I guess they say because the quarterbacks do that when the ball is wet. I don't know. But he did it twice during that drawback. He did it twice. Boom, boom. And then he threw it. So that's why he said he slipped it. It must have slipped from his hand or so. I don't know. You said, I hope Deshaun go into broadcasting. Deshaun, sky's the limit for Deshaun. He's young. He don't got married. And they seem like they're a team. He finally met his person. You know what I'm saying? I can tell when a man met his person. I can tell the way they act with each other. I could tell. He met his person. And shit, they looking at art all. Every time I say they looking at art and shit. He ain't trying to play no football. Guys, I'm telling you, I hate to say it, he not trying to play no football, man. Let the youngin play. He'll back up Shedeur. How about that? He gonna back up the youngin. Let the youngin go out there and do his thing. He got the fresh legs, not me. Yeah, she is gorgeous, but you could tell they really like each other. That's his person. You could tell. And they just enjoy traveling the world together. He ain't trying to play no fuck Amber, he trying to play no football no more, man. He not. Let Shedeur do it. That's it. Let the youngin go out there and get his reps so he can get his max contract so Shedeur can do the same damn thing. Yeah, I think I'm just ready to. I'm going to tell you something about Deshaun and Shedeur. I don't want to give it away because football doesn't define them. That's just something that they're good at, if that makes sense to you. Shedeur, I could tell he don't want to do this for his rest of his life either. He don't either. He gonna get that max contract. He gonna be and done with that, and he'll be done with football. He already built his social media presence. Look what Shiloh is doing. You know what I'm saying? They already understand that. These players are smart. Look at the jersey deal that he signed. Even though they robbed him of his signing bonus because he didn't get drafted in the top 5, but he made the signing bonus back in jersey sales. You see that, right? So he made it back anyway. Even though they took it from him, he made it anyway. You said 2 wants that championship. Championship for, let me just say this, yo. Let me say this. Championship for what, yo? A championship for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't hit the same when I was a kid. Oh man, we won a championship. Who gives a you know what I'm saying? Like maybe I just need to lighten up in life. I think it's me. I don't care about no championships. You know what I'm saying? When people getting hung from trees, yo. I don't care about no championships. I don't. This is just a good distraction for me. It's a good distraction. But I don't care about no championships, man. I want that. You know what I care about? Him getting his max contract. Him signing for $275 million. You know what I'm saying? Get him get his money, and that's it. So he don't have to risk getting CTE, man. A championship and risking CTE? Nah. Let him get his money, be healthy, make it like Deshaun, and get up out of there. That's it. He ain't got nothing to prove. Shedeur ain't got nothing to prove. It's just them messing around. They all know he can play. They trust me. The Jets want him, JV, but nobody believes me when I say that. They tried to get him twice, but the Cleveland wouldn't let him go. Trust me, everybody knows he can play. They know he can play. I'm not saying, at least Cleveland gave him the opportunity, right? So I thank Cleveland for that. But it's a good storyline. He's going to go on to be a starter and do his thing in the league. It's a good storyline at the end of the day. It's a good storyline. So Cito. But anyway, I'm ready for the season to start. I'm ready for college football. I'm more ready for college football than anything. Because they already talking crap about Coach Prime. Talking about he on the hot seat and this and that and blah, blah, blah. He on the hot seat. Listen. these people that's young, they too young to be talking about this. I'm old, so let me explain it to you what happened. Colorado hasn't got to a bowl game since 2004. Okay? Do the math. 2004 to whenever they got to the bowl game. That's how long it took. He comes along in his second season and get to a bowl game. The third season, I don't count that because he lost too many people to graduation in the NFL and other places. You have to judge Coach Prime on this season. This season on forward, now you can judge him because he don't have there's no excuses. From this season on forward, you're going to see a stack. He's going to build upon this season, and finish out the rest of his contract. He's not on the hot seat. He's going to be there for the rest of his contract at least. If he wants to. I don't know. I don't know what Coach Prime want to do. I don't know. I don't know what's in his head. But I know he's not on the hot seat because they ain't won nothing since 2004. Okay? They ain't win nothing since 2004 now. All right? So they haven't won nothing since George W. Bush was president, yo. I'm just telling you, since George Bush was damn president. But last time they won something. Okay? That's it. All throughout Obama administration, they ain't win nothing. And Obama was president for 8 years. They didn't win nothing. And all that time, nothing. They had a few good prospects come by though. You know what I'm saying? They did have Gonzalez come by there, different other people. So so Coach Prime's been there this long, and you ready to put him on the hot seat? Then what coach is gonna win there? What coach? You know what I'm saying? Like, he brings the appeal to Colorado. I'm just being honest with y'all because I'm definitely, if he lead, I'm definitely not following him no more. I'm definitely not. It's going to be a total name change and everything around here. Okay? Definitely not following them no more. I'm in the tri-state area. There's a couple places I'm back home, so I'm back in the tri-state. So there's a couple teams I can follow around here. I can actually go to the games. Rutgers is one of them. The New York Giants is up the street from me, and the Jets. So I might just be Jets, man. I don't know yet. But if he stay in Colorado, that's cool. I'll keep coloring Colorado. But he is the appeal. You know what I'm saying? So, but they got a good team. I like what Colorado looking like this year, especially in practice. They getting that Jackson State feel back. They got some players, dog. That wide receiver that came from Texas, he's a draft pick. He's actually an NFL receiver. They have an they bona fide have two NFL receivers on the team, maybe three. Actually, they got three. Yeah, three. So that's something they always going to have, and I think the secondary is going to look good. The question is the trenches, though. Because, you know, the history is that with the trenches having problems, but I think they're going to be fine this year. The first game, guys, is going to be the most watched game. Because they already messing with Coach already, yo. Oh, he's on the hot seat and this and that. Nah, man. First, they got to beat Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech. They play Georgia Tech first. They play Mendoza's brother. Mendoza brother's the quarterback over there. I heard he looking good, too. So, yeah, they played Georgia Tech the first game in Atlanta. So that's a good game for Juju because he's going home. Juju's from Carrollton. That's not far from Atlanta. That's over there by the University of West Georgia. I used to talk to a girl that went to University of West Georgia, and that's in Carrollton. That's where Juju's from. So it's not, he's essentially home for that game. So that's a game that he'll be ready for. Because he's back home too. He want to show out. So that's going to be a very good game. But anyway, guys, I'm out of here. I don't want to take too much of your time. I'll be back a little later because there is a lot to cover because now we're getting ready for the season now. So there's a lot to cover now. And so it's getting down to the nitty gritty now because the season it's pretty much here now. You know, season's pretty much here. So I'm going to be going live just about every day now because first game is what, September 2nd? Or I can't remember. Right around the corner. I can't wait. That first game though, remember, man. The only thing for Colorado, they have to stay healthy. Because we need all the receivers out there. Pick your poison. You can't double all of them. You can't. So Juju is gonna pick them, or he's gonna pick teams apart. You can't cover all them receivers. Yeah, they have Mendoza's little brother. He transferred from Indiana. And he's with them now. And I heard he looks good. And I heard that he's the starter. He's the clear starter, Mendoza. So he's at Georgia Tech, man. But guys, thank you for joining. I'll be back. And tomorrow, actually, because, it's a lot going on. It's a lot of news to cover. But all that hot seat business, come on, man. All that hot seat business, I don't care about all that. I like the presentation. I like the show. I'm just glad football's around. I'm glad football is back. And I do have a sponsor. And you will find out the sponsor on the next show. So we got some sponsors coming in for this season. And so, yeah, we will go from there. But guys, until next time, thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. All right, y'all. Peace.